What's good, people? Time for another Magic Man review. All right, this one, it's been in my library for a long time, and I'm going to keep it. It's one of the ones that just stays in there. No matter where I go, no matter where I move, I take it with me. And this is actually my second edition. The first one, it got kind of frayed up. I gave it to a buddy of mine. He still has it too. Um, it's the Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, you might not like Arnold, and he's done some stuff that's kind of ticked people off in the past, but you gotta separate the man from the knowledge. Um, there's nobody more knowledgeable about this stuff than Arnold. Okay, they named like the Arnold Classic after him, something like that. If there's anything that you need to know about bodybuilding, Arnold knows it. Okay. Um, I wanted to get into the difference though. This is about bodybuilding. This book, it's not about weightlifting. Okay, there are other books out there that are on for strength and conditioning. Don't get me wrong, the two kind of go a little bit hand in glove and sometimes, but it's kind of like a knife. Okay, so one guy uses a knife to make a nice little salad or something, and it's the same equipment, but another guy may be using to carve up a pumpkin or something like that. It's the same equipment, but it's being used in different ways. Bodybuilding is mostly basically when you think about getting jacked. You're all jacked up, your muscles are bulging out, and you've got a good pump. Okay, that's bodybuilding. You're pumping up your muscles, pumping blood into them, and just getting bigger and getting swole. Okay, weightlifting is a totally different animal. That's about lifting as much weights as you can. You're basically getting strong. If you wanted to know the difference between the two, there's this video. I forget his name, Amadi or something like that. He dresses up like a janitor and goes around spoofs people like at the gym because he's scrawny, right? And he'll go up to these jack dudes. He says, "Oh man, that you're not doing that right." He's like, "What do you know? You're the janitor." And he's got this his newer videos. His little mop he's got is actually a weight, and people try to the bodybuilders fall over, and he just it's like, how is this little dude lifting all this weight? And he'll pick it up with one hand. That's a weightlifter. Okay, he's a professional weightlifter. That's what he does. That's all he does. And he's just picking up these heavy weights. They're bodybuilders. They're going in the gym to do two different things. They're going in there to get jacked so they look good for the ladies, right? And to maybe intimidate people or something like that. Some people just enjoy doing it. Um, it's fun. It really is once you start going to the gym on a regular basis. Um, but this is two different things. This book is about bodybuilding. It's not about weightlifting. All right. So you can use the book. You can use it for the techniques, but this book goes into depth everything you need to know about bodybuilding. It goes about the history of bodybuilding, nutrition, your diet. Oh yeah, one of the most people don't know about bodybuilding, weightlifting is that the gym is secondary. The primary part of it is what you eat. Okay, your calorie consumption and what you're consuming. Your meats, dairy, vegetables and whatnot, starches. He gets into that too. He gives you a whole different calculator and how to eat to become a bodybuilder. Because if you're just eating crap, some people can do it. It's called dirty bulking. Like you'll get like 20 Big Macs and scarf 20 Big Macs and to go to the gym and just kill it in the gym. But you're going to have acne and stuff. Like, you don't want to do that. You want to eat clean for the most part. And this is, it goes all over the basic bodybuilding movements. So, when I started off lifting weights when I was, like 17, 18 years old, I just went in there. Back in the day, they had the bodybuilder book magazines that you get at the grocery store, and most of that was just to sell pills, really. And they had the really expensive VHS tapes and Betamax. They cost like $25. That was big money back in the day. Now it's nothing. You spend that going to fast food. But back in the day, that was big money, and that was the only way you would learn how to bodybuild, unless you went to the gym and got a personal trainer. So when I went in there, I just started doing stuff, and man, when I was a kid, I was bench pressing, and I put too much weight on it, and I was stuck with it on my chest, right? And finally somebody came around and took it off me. So what I recommend if you're doing some of this stuff, especially with free weights, and you want to get serious, is to have a buddy with you to make sure that something doesn't wind up on your chest or on your neck. What else? But the joy about bodybuilding and weightlifting today is not so much on the weightlifting, but on the bodybuilding type. If you go to your standard Crunch Gym, Gold's Gym, Planet Fitness, I can I've been to all of them. They're all good, but they have the same kind of equipment there where you don't need to have a buddy to spot, because they have machines in there that mimic every motion that you need to get a full body workout. And some of it will just be isolation moves, and some of it will be compound movements. And he gets into that too. Let me see. One of the things in here that you have to understand if you're going into bodybuilding or weightlifting is your body type. Not so much if you're doing weightlifting, but if you're bodybuilding, you need to know what type of metabolism you have. Like if you're a tall, skinny dude who can't gain any weight, just eat and eat and eat and eat. Those are the best bodybuilders ever, because once they learn how to pack on the right kinds of calories, they get swole real quick. Little scrawny dudes. Now the guys that are like short and squatty like me, we can eat and eat and eat and eat and get jacked, but you won't tell because it's harder for us to lose weight. So there's a lot of little tricks that go into weightlifting and bodybuilding, but if you do it for a while, you'll figure it out. All right. Now, one of the things I wanted to stress on, anytime you got this kind of material in front of you, all right, look. Who is this? You see, here's Franco Columbu and Frank Zane back in the day. Now, all right, they're all jacked as hell. They're monsters, okay? Back in the 80s, anabolic steroids were legal. Okay, so they were going to their doctors and getting Dynabol. And they were blasting that stuff up and getting real jacked, okay? So you have the two types of lifters. You have a natural lifter who doesn't use any kind of steroids or any of that crap, You got your in-between guys, they'll do shakes and stuff like that. It's like bordering on steroids. And then you got the second type, and they're juicing. Okay, most guys who get really jacked like that, especially body types like mine, they're juicing. Okay, because you can't see any muscle on me, but I've got it. But guys that are skinny, they can put on a lot of weight real quick. But if you see a lot of guys that are just massive hulks, either they're a big dude, they were born that way, and all they did is cut and lift weights, or they're juicing. Guys who look like this, you don't walk around looking like this naturally. You just don't. I mean, some people do have the genetics for that, but most guys don't. Okay, and even if you stop lifting weights for a little while and you're jacked right now, you're going to go back to your natural body size. Okay, it's just a fact of life. Now, will you still have all that muscle? Hell yeah. You'll still be strong, and you can go back in the gym and you just take off where you left. And that's pretty good for like older guys. People in general, once you get older, that's the time to get in the gym. Now, when you're younger, it's nice, but your body's indestructible. Once you start getting older and time starts wearing on your body, you got the arthritis, that's the time to start lifting weights, because the more stress you can put your body under, the better it reacts. So like maybe once, twice, 3 times a week, you go to the gym and you do some heavy exercises. Myself, I do compound exercises. You really don't need to go in there just kill it. Okay, you just need to go in there and get your body into used to put it under stress. Okay, it depends on your work too. If you work a very physical job, for a while I was doing working steel. I didn't need to go in the gym. I'm working steel all day, right? And I'm tired. I don't feel like going to the gym. But when I do office jobs, yeah, I have to go to the gym because I'm sitting on my butt all day long, right? And there's a lot of people out there who are watching these videos and they can relate. So what kind of information do you know that works? This is the book right here. You go in the gym. When I first went to the gym, I thought I knew it all, and I told some of my buddies, I trained some of my buddies out how to work out. They were doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, stuff that will get you hurt. I mean, really hurt. Your elbows will hurt. You'll rip something. Your collarbone will get messed up. You don't want to mess around. Sometimes I recommend, it's better to get somebody if you don't really know what you're doing. But if you go in there and do basic stuff on the machines and do these exercises, you'll be fine. All right. But yeah, like if you go in the gym, I didn't even I didn't even realize myself that 80% of the dudes doing skull crushers are doing them wrong. Okay, I didn't know that because I was doing them wrong for years and years until I got this book. Okay, I'm not gonna go into depth. If you want to know the correct way to do skull crunchers, get this book. You can get a good copy off of Amazon, or at if this is one of these books, they tear. They're thick and they tear right across from here. So it's best. I mean, you get a new copy off Amazon too, but maybe you want to order from Barnes and Noble because it's one of the ones you're gonna want to keep. Some books you could buy cheap, and like the last one I had, and it's gonna rip after a while because I bought it used to begin with. Now, for my subscribers only, what I'm gonna have is a list of my compound exercises, and if you want to take these these are the only exercises I really like to do anymore. What compound exercise is, it works out multiple muscles in your body, like a squat or a deadlift, dips, bench presses, stuff like that. And you can really max out too. This is for people who maybe have lifted weights before. Some of the older guys who know what they're doing. Just email me. The email will be below in this video, and I'll go ahead and email it to you for my subscribers and people who want them. Let me see. What else? Oh yeah, if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, people.